Leadership is not easy. Either you have it or you don't have it. It's not something that, oh, I'm going to take it. No, you just can't. You have to have it. Or somebody has to groom you at a very, very young age. What is the most important aspect leadership have? You have to take responsibility, right? If something happens, it stops with me. If something happens. If something's wrong, I'm responsible for it. But if something good happens, my people did that, right? I praise them for doing the good, and I take responsibility for the bad. So I got involved in real estate when I was 14 years old. My dad was doing kitchen and bathroom remodels, and I was helping him. And then we were doing rehab for some properties with my uncle. When I turned 20, I found out that these properties were actually my uncle's. So I bought my first property at 21, my second property at 25. At 27, I sold my second property, and then I bought an apartment complex in Bakersfield right before the market crashed. I take away what's up here. And now I'm a real estate agent. So everything that I've experienced and all the knowledge that I have, I pass it on to my clients. I've actually helped 23-year-olds, 25-year-olds find their dream home at 23 and 25. I've helped people invest in real estate at a very young age because of my experience.
What was the hardest part about writing your book?
Surprisingly, it wasn't hard. It was easy because it was my story. What I wanted to do, I'm 49, Crystal's 23. The days of people having kids young, the age of people having kids young, that's over. My mom was 18, my grandma was 17 or 18. So as we move forward, people go to universities, they go into the professions, right? I may or may not meet my grandkids, I don't know. So the book was love letters. The book were love letters to my family because I'm trying to reach 3 to 5 generations with my book. Because it talks about 17 powerful life lessons. It just happens to be about my family. My grandfather, my dad, myself, and my daughter. So I want to reach at least 3 to 5 generations. And I got 4 of them in that book. Okay. People that ask questions are leaders. People that ask questions because you're curious. And when you're curious, you actually learn. Because you get your answers, your questions answered. That's one thing. Now, the second thing is, you're already a leader because you're strong. You have to be confident. So you got to do things to raise your confidence level. Like for her, my number one thing was how can I raise up her confidence since she was small? You want me to say what I used to tell her?
Oh my God.
I'll tell you guys.
Oh my God.
You're a little badass. You're a freaking genius.
He ain't lying.
I used to say things like this to her because they were important. Because this is what you have to do. You have to raise people up. If you tell them, oh, you're an idiot, that's what they're going to think they're going to become. So you have to be careful with the words you choose. So that's 2 things. Now, as far as how can you even go scale up, you have to find people within your industry, within your niche, that are doing what you inspired to do and follow those people. Do not follow people that have nothing to do with what you're trying to achieve. Do not follow those people. Negative people, cut them off completely. They're not worth anything to us. I've had people that I've helped out and I've mentored and stuff like that along the way since I was a kid. But I wasn't just telling them to do things. I would show them by examples. We have to be examples to them. That's really how you become a good leader. And that's really how you help your brother by doing that. I did the same thing with my little brother. My little brother had a little chip on his shoulder. But so did I. That's when my uncle came into my life to save me. So I did that to my little brother. My little brother's a nurse now. He was hanging with the worst of the worst when he was 10, 11 years old. How did I know that? Because I saw that. How did I recognize that? Because I did the same thing. So what my uncle did for me, I did for him. And hopefully he does that to his kids. Or even my grandkids one day. Because he's definitely younger than I am by a lot. My brother's 33, I'm 49. So he'll be here longer than I am. So hopefully the seeds that I planted with him, he's able to plant that with my family, his extended family. There's people here right now that could be the financial backing for somebody else in this room. There's somebody in this room right now that there could be the idea for somebody else right now. That's going to happen from this room. And I want you to remember that when that happens, because it is going to happen. From all the things that you guys said already earlier, this is why I'm very impressed with the things you said. Different people from different areas, sectors of entrepreneurship, of the Latino, Hispanic community. We're a powerhouse.
Mm-hmm.
But we need the connections.
Yep.
This is the only place we can get that. And this is why I'm here. I just didn't think I was going to be this involved with 9 universities. This is awesome for me. This is why I want to be a resource for you guys. If you guys follow me, I want you guys to chime in there when you guys see something. And hopefully you guys inspire each other, because we got some big things planned, and I want you guys to be a part of it. Back then, I didn't really have somebody that thought like me, so I didn't know what I was going to take. When Crystal asked me, Dad, I want to go to school, but I don't know what to take. Well, what touches every single industry? Business. What else? Marketing. That's what she took. It's marketing. I didn't have somebody to ask me that or guide me in that direction. So potentially it wouldn't have helped me, but it would have helped me if I would have found people like this. That definitely would have happened. And a lot of the struggles that I went through, I wouldn't have had. It would have made it a lot easier. I'm the guy with the ideas. I needed somebody with the financial backing that I didn't have. Different things inspire different people, right? We're scared of pain. We're all scared of pain because we don't want to feel it. The problem with that scenario is that pain is what triggers us. Pain triggers us and makes us see life in a very different way. And I'll be honest with you, I think the pain triggered the creativity that I have. And I think the struggles that me and Crystal went through together, I think that sparked her creativity too. So if you take that out of the equation, you may not have it. I lost my dad's dad at 17 when I was barely getting to know him as a man to man. My dad died at 53 years old. Way too young. So I lost those two strong men in my life, and then my grandfather died at 86. So the three most strongest, influential men in my life, other than my uncle that is still alive, I lost. But that only gives me passion to create something and to build something and leave a legacy that is a representation of them too. My two grandfathers, my father, and my uncle, for everything they did.
As a Latino, pursuing entrepreneurship, what are some of the struggles that you encountered with that?
Discrimination.
Mm.
That's the biggest one, my entire life. But it didn't make me angry. Actually, I take it back, it didn't make me angry. But in a different way. So my thing was, okay, you want to stop me from going here? Okay, that's fine. I'm going to go here.
Mm.
You don't want to see me? All right. You're going to see me. Just because you don't want to see me. Oh, you think I'm not good enough? Tell you what. I got a book called Answer the Call. What book did you write?
Mm.
Yeah. I'm an inventor. I have a vending machine. You know, everything that you try to do to destroy me, it didn't work.
Mm.
Some people say success is the best revenge. It's not success. All you gotta do is just keep going forward. Just let things be. Don't get payback. Because there's something even worse than payback. It's called karma.
Mm.
You have to hire people that are truly leaders and have more to offer than the other people that are already there. And also people that are willing to bring other people with them. So, example, I spent 20 years in management. Every single department that I ever ran, I think the biggest department that I ever ran was like 260 people of 24-hour operation. I had supervisors, I had coordinators, I had leads. I pulled them out aside. They told me, look, the day I leave, one of you people need to take my spot. This is why I'm teaching you everything that I'm teaching you. Because it shouldn't be somebody from the outside to lead you guys. It needs to be somebody from the inside that knows everything. So you build a leader from the inside, not from the outside.